Yep, any time before today.
Last week.
Sabo, have you had one this year?
Not yet. Vulpes has. Lily.
Alright. So you three can go to the roll table and roll your thingamabob. One wheel spin for each of your birthdays. Only from January to today, so no previous years count.
Are you sure? I'd like one for each of my previous years.
Hmm.
No way. Not again.
I was gonna say that Flurry doesn't need to roll, but you know.
They get a boon.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Birthday.
Fuck's sake, roll the D100. Kevin gets all the magic items.
66.
I believe 66 is a D20.
17.
Cool. I'll need to go find that in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out where the heck I put... I'm gonna have to reset your password.
Who?
Nia's.
Shouldn't it been, well, I guess.
We can't hear you.
Still nothing. Nope. Still nothing there.
Have you tried using your voice? Did you find the password? That is your new password.
Is the new password. Wonderful!
Yeah. So, the second encounter was sea fire.
Wait, but what was my boon?
Well, I'm going over this sea fire. I'll look it up. So the second encounter was sea fire, raging orange flames that cover almost a quarter mile of the ocean. What would you like to do? Would you like to ignore it, approach it, swim in it?
Don't
Probably
tempt me,
not.
James. I think skirt around it, and see if we can see anything in it. Pop out the spyglass and see what we can see.
Okay,
I'm
can I
fine
get
with
two
that.
perception? So can I get a perception check from each of you? Alright, Flurry,
Uh-huh.
you notice some sort of tiny sailboat that seems to be at the center of this entire inferno. It's
Go.
coated in flames itself, but it seems to be the source.
I go, that boat, that the fire's coming from the boat in there. How big is the boat?
Probably could hold 4 people. It's
A
no larger
small
than a
birdie
rowboat.
boat. I don't want to make friends with whoever is in that.
But what if they need help?
No, the fire's coming from the boat.
Last I checked, fire's not supposed to come from boats.
Yeah, but it's not like it's actively burning to ash. It's the source of it, all of the flames.
Sabo,
Yes.
do any of your slime thingies eat fire?
James, I don't think the flaming ooze eats fire, per se. Right?
No, but it is somewhat resistant to fire.
Well, don't really eat it.
Oh, there goes my idea.
I didn't happen to see anyone like visible on the boat.
No.
Does it look like the flames go below the water?
It's difficult to
Like
tell.
I jump in the water to look. Like I would obviously say something and be like, "I'm gonna check to see if it's like magic fire that goes under the boat." So just like I grab a rope and I'm like, "Just pull me up in like 30 seconds."
Kevin will hold the other end of the rope.
Alright.
I jump in the water. What do I see?
You don't see any fire under the water.
After Kevin pulls me back up, I go, "Well, we can get to it probably under the water without getting set on fire, if we really want to approach it, but I'm fine leaving the Bernie boat alone."
I mean, you're the only one that can really hold their breath or breathe underwater. Second, I take my torch down into the water, it extinguishes and doesn't work anymore.
But generally is how torches work.
Well, but it's a magic torch, so deal with it.
Sure it is, Kevin. Sure it is.
Look, it's blue. How many torches do you know that are blue?
I pat Kevin's head. So, onward.
Yeah, I think we leave it alone.
I mean, I suppose Nia could fly over it. Like, how wide are like, and tall are the flames?
The flames themselves are only about 10 feet high. In terms of width, though, they stretch about a quarter mile.
mean, this is happening during the day though, so Nia can't actually fly over it. Never mind. I wave to the boat as we go by, leaving it behind.
Alright, so everyone wants to leave?
Nobody said otherwise, so
We don't see anyone on the boat, right?
no.
Correct.
I don't think there's a safe way for us to get.
And how much on fire is the boat?
It seems to be the source of the flames.
On the boat, right? And theoretically, we could sink the boat. But also, I don't see why.
Is it moving? Like, does it seem to be directed anywhere, or is it just floating?
Just floating.
Yeah, fuck it. I've heard some noises come from Nia, but I didn't actually hear any words. Just so you know.
Alright, so you're leaving?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Supper?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Next on the list is a 5-foot island.
An island as tall as me?
It's 5 foot wide.
But how long is it?
To be more accurate, it's got a radius of 2.5 feet. It's a tiny speck of land
Okay.
in an ocean of water.
That's weird. Can we see how far down it goes?
Seems to be
Wait,
pillar-like.
is it just a pillar?
Yes. Stretching out of the water about 2 feet.
What's it made of?
Some sort of purple crystal. And rock. Oh, we've got some sound coming from you.
I could tie a rope around me and swim down, see if I see anything else if you want, Sabo.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'll collect some rock and inspect it while you do that.
Alright, you ready, Kevin?
What am I doing?
Flurry ties a rope around her waist and then hands you the other end, and I go, I'm taking a peek at this.
Okay.
I'll-
Tug on the rope when you're ready to be pulled up.
Sounds good. I jump in the water again.
Alright. So you jump in the water and start swimming down. And you see that it keeps stretching in length. In height. Further than you can see by the time they start pulling you back up. The width and length of it stays exactly the same though.
That's really weird. I explained that it's just it's all the way down as far as I could see. I don't know how long the rope was, but it didn't seem to change at all.
Sabo, can I get a tools check from you for whichever one is most applicable to mining?
Mining.
Sorry, I don't have all the tools memorized. Let me check.
Oh, that's the mining tools, I guess.
Wonderful.
But all my tools are the same, so it's
Alright.
Maybe Mason's tools.
Strength or dexterity mining tools check.
and I ask, oh, Kevin doesn't have proficiency.
Not with the tool, but my strength modifier might make up for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Kevin to try to mine some for me. Is he the miner here?
Kevin yearns for the mines.
I pull out my recorder and I play the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs theme song for Kevin.
Alright, make the check.
Give me 1 second. I'm just getting the tool added in there.
Hi ho, hi ho.
And all your tools are +1, right?
Yeah.
+21. Alrighty, James, what does the 21 get us on the mining check?
The 21 gets you some of a rock, but none of a crystal. It seems that the crystal is some sort of singular vein throughout the entire structure.
Can I go ahead and use jeweler's tools to collect some of the crystals then?
You can try to. Seemingly with no
guidance?
luck. Yep, try guidance.
The D. Yeah, it's a D4.
20?
14.
Even with a 20, there's seemingly no effect on a crystal. It's not even scratched.
I would like to study this a little bit. This seems like it could be very useful if you can just figure out how to make use of it.
The fact that Sabo and Kevin both can't break it, is probably going to frustrate Kevin, and I think he's gonna keep trying.
Would you like to try and expose some of your oozes to it?
Why not? I'll put a little proto ooze on it. See how it goes. But I'm
The
not
ooze has no
expecting much.
trouble getting rid of the stone on it. It just takes a bunch of time.
Yes.
But the crystal seems entirely unaffected. The oozes rarely have effects on crystal.
That's quite expected.
That being said, that does reveal the underlying design to the veins. It's almost like rebar throughout the stone pillar.
Just for funsies, I cast Detect Magic. Is it magic?
It was made by magic. A long, long time ago. The magic's incredibly faint.
Would my dwarven stone cutting reveal anything about this at all?
Surprisingly not.
Can I tell what school of magic?
No.
Oof. And just go, it's old as shit magic. Very faint, but it's there.
Like a a day with it. Is there any chance I could figure out a better way to collect some of it?
Well, you haven't been able to shatter any off. You haven't been able to cut any off. Let me see.
Should I hit it with my dark stone?
Would you like to hit it with the Darkstone?
I mean, I would like to, but I would ask Sabo first.
Yes, it could work. But give me some time. Like, is there anything I can do, James, to like roll a knowledge check on it?
Investigation.
I'd give you guidance for that too.
$31.
If it's made with magic, then it should be able to be worked with magic. You'll just need a spell designed to do so.
No, if breaking it is the way. It's magical. Probably we need magic. But what kind of magic? I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
That's strange. When you cast Identify, you pick up the magical effect that the stone was transmuted. But the crystal, absolutely nothing comes up from.
What could that be? It's made by magic, but it's no magic.
Doesn't follow your expectations of material properties.
Is there just like a small little piece hanging out somewhere that I could throw like a sacred flame at it or something just to see
Well, it's
if
all
it's
one
throwing
singular
magic?
crystal vein all throughout the entire thing, but there is bits that have been exposed, so you could throw magic at it if you'd like to.
Throw a sacred flame and it explodes. I go, you want me to try it?
I guess. I something that not really getting much very far with this.
Alright, I pick a corner of something that's exposed and I throw a sacred flame at it.
Alright. The magic hits it, and then nothing. There's the radiant flash, but there's nothing more.
Uh-huh. I could try something else. I'd throw a magic missile at it. Same thing happened.
The magic missile comes into contact with it, and there's no vibration or movement. It's just it impacts and it's gone.
Oh, I think this crystal eats magic.
Is it time to hit it with a rock now?
Yes.
I'm gonna
You
hit it
shoot
with
it.
the rock.
Roll me an attack roll.
Can I shoot the thing?
Oh, we can hear you.
Do you want to shoot the crystal inside this rock that we found before Kevin hits it with his rock?
I have no idea what we're shooting, but I'm gonna shoot it.
Cool.
What would you like to shoot it with? What's it being shot with? Ah, bow. The arrow is deflected off the crystal, sliding right along the edge, having absolutely no effect against it. Not even a mark. In fact, the tip of the arrow is actually, well, what leaves a mark from the actual tip being damaged and broken on it.
Darkstone, go.
You whack the rock against it. Would you like to keep whacking it against it?
Did it do anything the first time?
There was a ringing sound.
I'm gonna look at Sabu and Flurry.
Any clue to us what the ringing sound might mean?
This seems to have had the greatest effect thus far. There was no sound from any of the other effects. Well, no ringing sound at least.
All right, Kevin's gonna do his best bard impersonation.
And he hits it with a mithril sword, and the mithril sword is dented, reducing its quality by 1.
Who hits it?
Yeah.
Ah. All right,
You
Kevin's gonna do his best bard impression and start making a bunch more ringing from this crystal.
Alright. Hitting in the same spot or different spots?
Same spot.
Alright. After about 10 minutes of hitting it, you notice that your dark stone is beginning to be powderized.
Oh. Guys, it's damaging my rock.
Well,
Yikes.
I don't think we're gonna break it. I think we need to.
Yep, I don't think we have anything else that'll really touch this thing.
Would you like to keep whacking it with the rock?
I yell to T-Rain. I'm like, hey, you ever see shit like this?
No, nothing.
Got a surprise background with mining tools?
I can work with wood.
Well,
See, I really want to keep smacking it with the rock, but I also really don't want to damage my rock.
No,
What
I
do you
don't think
guys
we should be whacking. We should be whacking.
well, I guess mark it on the map, and if we ever come back this way, we can play with it some more. Oh,
I guess that's what we do.
Is it like attached to the ground or?
It's a singular pillar that stretches as low as, well, you can see under the water. The pillar is exactly 2.5 feet wide.
in radius?
okay, but what's my boon though? I'm just so
I sent it
intrigued
to
what I
you.
got. Oh, I didn't see it.
That's because I sent it. Oh no, I sent it to the right channel.
You did. I just, for whatever fucking reason, didn't get the notification. It's fine.
Alright, let's see what you get, Lily. 2 inspirations. You're welcome.
How many?
2.
How upsetting is it that Flurry got that, James?
It's to be expected at this point. Alright. So you've attempted to mark up the approximate location of the pillar?
Yep.
And you.
Now what would you like to do?
Move on.
Get on with it.
Oh, and James, with us having more than a week of uneventful stuff, I should be able to get a long rest in that time, right?
Yes. Alright. Next on the list was a tiny ship off in the distance. Not quite sure how large it is just because of the distance away.
Is it a combat ship?
Doesn't have anything obvious like a ballista, but it could have cannons.
Same plan as last time. Get a little closer, see if we can communicate.
Guess so.
All right, we'll do that.
Alright, you guys edge closer to it.
Yep.
And the ship starts to set its trajectory to circle you.
To circle us. Okay.
How big is it? Can we tell better how big it is?
It's about a quarter of the size of yours.
And if the people who have good perception use the spyglass, what can they see?
Make me a perception check.
What can I see with the 26 streams?
So, the ship has no sails, no ballistas, and you don't see any cannons on the ship.
Is it a ship at all?
So it's a little ship. It's got no sails, but and I'm assuming it's got no oars either.
Nope.
So I can't tell an obvious form of propulsion, but it's moving at us.
I don't think it's moving at us.
Specifically, it's moving a circle, roughly in a half-mile radius.
Okay. When we get a little bit closer, I would like to try to wave at them to see if they can see me. Or did I see anyone on the ship or not yet?
Nope, no one.
It's a ghost ship. Yeah, I'm gonna see if see what it does. I think let it get a little bit closer, see if I can establish communication, whatnot.
You get a bit closer. You attempt to
Yep.
establish communication. How would you like to go about doing that?
Visually, like waving at him and whatnot. See if I get any response from the ship at all.
Alright. You wave, but you don't get anything back.
I summon my familiar. Like, I want to make it a seagull. And I send it towards the ship.
Alright. The seagull approaches the ship.
I want to have it land on like a railing.
It lands on the railing.
Anybody come up to investigate this random ass bird?
No one. You don't see anyone on the ship.
I believe you're right, Kevin. It's a ghost ship.
What is it a ship? What? I'm
I
confused.
vote to blow it the fuck up.
Kevin wants to take the rowboat.
Sorry, can you repeat that,
Oh, come
Saba?
on. We can't. How do we know that it's a ship at all? Is the ship bits? Doors?
Yes. It looks like a ship, it's just missing sails, any form of self-propulsion. It's made out of wood. It's got doors and little windows.
I don't think we should be fucking with that ship. Remember last time we had a ghost, what happened?
Are you sure you don't want to blow it up?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's a ghost and it goes into our ship instead, that's gonna be even worse.
I just called my familiar back and then like, alright, if we're just leaving, then fine.
I mean, it's on course to circle us. So, like, if we try to leave, there's no guarantee that it'll actually leave us alone either.
Oh, we'll see.
Alright, you start leaving. Your ship is faster than its ship, but it is following you.
We found a puppy.
I like cats a lot more. Kill it.
See, it's following us. I told you we should just go say hi.
Any chance Sabo has the means to burn it down?
I do, I guess.
Can I
Don't
just go
know.
say hi first?
There's no one to say hi to, it's empty. Hey, Flurry, did your family have a look inside? Did they see anything useful on the ship at all?
Did
The
the bird
familiar did
see
not go
anything?
inside.
No. It just was like I just had it land on the deck. So did it see anything on there? Any signs of life?
No.
I can send it back to see if it can go inside somewhere.
That sounds like it could be useful.
Okay. I send the bird back to the ship.
Yep.
See if it can go inside anywhere.
It starts going inside and you lose connection.
Oh. I lose connection to my familiar. That's upsetting. Like, did it see anything? Or was it just like, fine, fine, and then a quick cutoff?
Fine, and it's dead.
They killed Sebastian. Whatever is in there killed my familiar.
Okay, well, maybe
See?
we do not go say hi then.
Well, now we know someone's there at least, so now my argument still stands.
You want to be killed like the familiar?
When's the last time you've seen me get killed?
A spider.
I asked Sabo, he didn't see it.
Okay, listen. If
I've
that's
heard
how you're
about
gonna
it.
deal with it, I think we should at least trap Island and get an elf to die for you again.
I would like to vote
Ye-
for living. All else in favor of living?
Me,
Kevin's also going to raise his hand, but he's still insisting on going.
Well, that's 3 votes for living. I guess we're leaving.
Well,
I'm going
no.
to. What?
Just because I'm going over there doesn't mean I'm going to die.
I don't know how else to explain this to you. Other than, yes, it does.
No. Flurry, do that little magic anti-death thing.
Cast death ward on Kevin.
See, now I'm fine. To the rowboat!
If he dies, do I get
No.
part of his share?
Well, you don't get his full share. We get to split 4 ways, I guess.
Alright, bye, Kevin. They start helping you get to the rowboat.
But who? But A-Train, who's gonna steer the ship? He was the navigator.
Um... Fuck.
On T-Rain's Kevin.
One of you learned the ability, didn't you?
Nope.
There goes my
Just
optimism.
me.
If I learn to navigate the ship, do I get paid more?
Mm.
Aren't I
No,
not
but
paid?
we get to split the navigator's share.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Aren't I not getting because I'm a ranger?
Good question. Where is your character sheet?
Yeah, we did say we were traveling in coastal waters. Specifically for the favored terrain, I believe.
Yep. Well, they have navigator's tools. So I guess they could.
I mean, listen, the ship's just gonna keep following us, or I can just go say hi.
I mean, I have another solution for the ship.
You can always just lure it somewhere with more ships.
Your ship is also faster, and in a couple days you'll lose it.
For one, we had rid of the ship and Kevin.
Alright, so Nia could navigate the ship.
In coastal waters.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have the coastal route version, so.
Well, they get bonuses in coastal waters, but they've got navigator's tools regardless.
Okay. Alright, well, if you so desire, then Kevin, who are we to stop you?
All right, to the rowboat.
Alright.
If he dies, I make him a vampire.
So, you start rowing over to it?
Yep.
Alright.
Any kind of visual response from the ship?
Well, how close do you want to get?
I think you said like 100 feet is like shouting range.
Yes.
Just start with that.
Right. So, as you get within 100 feet, you see the ship begin to transform.
It is not a ship.
It's a mimic.
Yes!
What?
It's a mimic!
Can we
Okay.
please kill it now?
The others were right. Run away.
It's moving faster than your sailboat. Sorry, your paddle boat.
Yeah. But I'm still gonna try to get a lot closer to our ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Cannons.
James, I'm gonna rush towards him.
Alright, what is your fly speed?
No, I'm trying to get the ship towards him.
Oh, the ship's not going to be able to get there quite fast enough. Or even remotely
In
fast
cannon
enough.
range. What is what I want?
Sorry, what was that, Sabo?
Can we get in cannon range?
Not by the time it gets to Kevin, but about a minute later you'll be in cannon range.
I mean, we can just let it eat Kevin, to be honest. We already figured out we'll
My
need
flight
Kevin.
speed is good. Can I get there in time?
Sorry, what was that, Nia? Just turning you up to 150%.
My flight speed is good. My flight speed is equal to my normal speed.
Alright. You would have to expend some blood points.
Yeah,
In fact,
no,
you would have to
Kevin, you're
expend
known.
most of your blood points.
Nope.
Yep, it would take you 10 blood points to reach him in time.
My odds of succeeding with the next charisma save are like 0, and that's not good.
Alright.
Hey, what's the range on my new boon?
Same as the spell.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
All
I'll
good,
look
I'm
it up.
checking what the spell is. 60 feet.
Yikes.
It shows 90 in 5th level arcane spells.
That's the person variant. This should be the 8th level one.
Got it. Oh, yep, got it. All right, so Kevin tries to run away. The mimic ship eats Kevin anyway.
So,
Kevin,
Yeah.
can you dash? You can dash while rowing, that would help.
Yeah, that's the plan. Do you need like the athletics checks for the rowing, James? And I do fully intend on
I don't actually think
dash
you can
rowing.
fail the athletics check, so I've just been presuming that you're successful at it.
Yeah, I probably can't. And yeah, like Nia said, I am going to be dashing. So if that gets me any bit extra time,
Yep. I factored that into the initial calculation.
perfect.
Does the 23 hit? This is the tendrils from its mouth shooting out to grab you and pull you into the ship.
That's an attack roll.
Yep.
That just hits. AC of 23.
Alright.
Um,
Can I get a strength for deck save?
Hold the fuck on. What were its rolls?
hang on. Before
It rolled a
you go
7
into
with plus
that, Nia.
16.
And you said what saving throws, James?
Strength for dex.
It rolled a 7, and the other roll was?
It only rolled the 7.
We are within the time frame, right? So I can expend today's inspiration to give it disadvantage.
Oh,
Yes.
And I'm gonna expend today's inspiration to give it
It
disadvantage.
rolled 1 higher.
that's okay. Strength saving throw was a 26.
26 is a success. You pull yourself free of it. Second
And
bite.
keep running.
22 is
That's
a
a
miss.
miss.
That's its turn.
I mean, dashing away.
Dashing through the water.
With a giant mimic ship.
Alright, what are the rest of you doing this round?
How far
Making the ship
away?
that.
How far away are we?
You guys should be about a mile away.
I just go, Nia, Nia, we gotta save Kevin. I don't have anything that has a mile range.
Hey, Tess, that's not really fucking fly a mile in a minute.
Sorry, what was that, Nia?
What does she want me to do? Just fly like a fucking torpedo?
Yes.
No. I just wanna save Kevin.
Look, Lori, if you want to save Kevin,
This is
don't let
fucking
him
fine.
go alone, or better yet, don't let him go at all to things that are so dangerous.
Yeah, you tried to stop him. How'd that work?
Well, I'm perfectly fine with him getting eaten. Because this is gonna just keep happening until he learns.
Well, but hey, killing this will make us stronger, right?
I'm not saying we
I
shouldn't kill
don't
it.
want.
I'm not gonna
I don't
sell
want
everything else
Kevin
to
to
try and
die.
save him at this point.
I know Celestial's gonna undie after we die, but still, don't really want him to go poof.
Alright. Kevin's still dashing. It's gonna try and eat you again.
That's crazy.
Miss
misses.
and... hit.
That's another saving throw.
Yep. That's a failure.
That's not gonna be enough.
So your entire boat is grabbed, and you are pulled inside of its mouth. As the ship just closes up around you. It appears to change back into a regular ship, everyone.
Just get us within cannon range, and yeah.
The ship's gonna be dashing towards it.
Kevin, can you roll me 3d4 and then a strength save? Technically, it should be 3d4 plus 12.
So that should be 18, and then a strength save.
Yep. You remain grappled and you take 18 bludgeoning.
$17 bludgeoning with the damage reduction. Oh, actually, hold on. Sabo, did you make my armor yet or not yet?
How many weeks?
This is week number... Don't know why I scrolled up in images. Fuck's sake. I control-clicked and opened a new window. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. Week 6.
Oh yeah, it's definitely made.
Okay. Well then, if I have, oh, I mean, if I had my armor, my AC would have been 2 higher, but we'll not worry about that. But I do have resistance to bludgeoning if I have my armor.
Alright.
So it should be only 8 points.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright. Next 3d4 plus 12 and strength save. $22. Do you take the 28?
Yeah, I'll take the 28.
Alright, you pull yourself free. You are now inside of a ship. And you're no longer being bludgeoned to death and munched on by the tendrils.
Evan would like to grapple the mimic's tendrils.
All right. So does it look like a regular inside of a ship now, or does it look like the inside of a mimic?
Have any of you seen Monster House?
Yes.
A bit like that. The floorboards are shattered and there's tendrils all over the place.
Got it. Kevin's going to try to work his way up to top deck. As not die as possible.
Alright. Hey, it gets a layer action.
Of course it does.
Holy
It's
crap!
big enough to. It's big enough to do that, isn't it?
Yep. 2 crits.
Are those 3 separate attacks?
3 separate attacks.
Okay. Is it just d20s, no modifier?
That's from the layer action, and those are each at +10.
Okay, well that would be a hit.
Alright, each of those is 3d4 plus 12.
Is Kevin gonna get fucking eaten again? Is this just how Kevin dies? Does he just get eaten every goddamn time?
38, 34, and 18.
So first one's 18, second one is 16. Third one is 8. Okay,
Now it's time for its regular attacks.
perfect.
Each of those is at +16. So,
Hit.
27, 27. $17 and 21.
Okay.
That's its turn.
I guess I know what I'm going to be spending my next turn doing.
Alright. What
How
would you like
long
to
till
do?
we're in range?
About a minute. Since both ships are heading at full speed towards each other.
My next turn is going to be healing myself. And, just for good measure, I'll use the hit dice as well as the free action. And keep trying to get up to top deck.
Alright. You are now 1 round away.
Woohoo!
Top deck.
To top deck. Not that it matters too much, because the whole thing's a mimic.
Its turn. When does its legendary... Sorry, not legendary, layer actions reset? $15 per encounter. It's not intelligent enough to be sparing with these, so it's just gonna try and eat you. So, layer action. Another 20!
Well, the first two miss.
James, give me disadvantage. Fuck you.
You giving it disadvantage?
On the 20.
Alright.
No.
Oh!
No!
No.
No, it's gonna eat Kevin! No!
Come on! Give me 100!
Oh my
I
God.
deserve this! Please!
No. You can't kill Kevin. You can't do it.
20. That would have been the. No, I'm inspirationing this.
Well, I tried.
40, damn. Concussed and cannot take reactions. This goes away on a long rest.
Okay. Joke's on it. I don't have a reaction.
Alright. Oh, now I get to roll damage. So that's the crit. And those are the hits.
The crit was the only hit.
The 14
No,
and
and
17
then-
were hits
and-
as well.
Yeah, it did its 2 regular attacks right after. Got it.
Alright. That's its turn.
My turn is lay on hands. And get to top deck.
You get to the top deck and you can see that the boat pieces have been munched on and is now being used to create a crow's nest. It needs more wood before it can actually shoot it up into the air.
But why? But why does it need a crow's nest?
Look better.
It's a vain mimic. The fuck?
Fair, carry on. So I'm assuming you guys can, if you're looking at the ship, see Kevin burst out of one of the doors at the top deck.
Looking rather banged up.
Uh-huh.
Alright, you're no longer inside of the ship, so it only gets one layer action. $21.
Miss.
And it's 2 attacks.
Not
What
again!
the fuck?!
I'm giving that one disadvantage.
AFK minute.
I've not rolled in that one yet. Heck, I don't think I've rolled below a 5 yet. This is going great for me.
After that dragon, you just really want to kill Kevin.
Yeah. The dragon couldn't roll well, but the mimic?
I'm giving that 20 disadvantage, James.
Yep. I re-rolled it, it became a 15.
Oh, okay, that part didn't appear for me.
15 plus 16 is 31, and 16 plus 16 is 32. Both of those should be
Yeah,
hits.
they both hit.
Then it's 21 bludgeoning and 18 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Let's see here. For my turn, I will cure wounds on myself. That's incredible.
Alright.
Alrighty.
And layer action. Layer action misses. 28 and 30. Those two should be hits.
Both hit.
$15 and 20 bludgeoning.
All right.
Alright, what would you like to do on the top deck?
Um. Probably get closer to the front or side of the ship that our ship's going to be approaching from.
That'd be the front.
Okay. And heal myself again.
Yep, so everyone's just seeing tendrils come out of the wood, smack you, and then pop back into the ship.
When are we in range to start shooting the ship?
4 more rounds. Finally, in that one. 26 on the layer action.
That will hit.
2 hits. $22 and 20.
Got it.
Alright.
One more cure wounds on myself. This one upcast to 2nd level. And if I'm not there already, get again close to the front.
Yep, you're about as close as you can get to the front now.
Perfect. Hit, hit, miss.
Three rounds remain.
I just might survive it. It's going to be close.
Your turn.
Oh, let's see. Well, I am completely out of healing, so let's just hit the ship. I'm gonna attack the ship.
You attack the ship.
And I have extra attack, so I'm gonna do it again.
First one's deflected by the wood paneling. The second one is deflected by the wood paneling.
That is unfortunate.
Can you maybe roll like the fucking mimic? I don't know. It's an idea.
Yep, just get good.
It's like none of those rolls were even worth inspirationing either.
Nope. You
It
see
is just
Kevin just
the game has decided
just-
today's the day Kevin dies.
nope. Nuh-uh. I won't allow it.
Fucking
Oh.
hell. I meant to roll 1d20. $14. 14 becomes 24. That's still a miss, isn't it? So 3 misses. Great. 2 rounds remain.
I'm gonna smack the ship again. That's bad. 22 and 17.
Both of those hit.
And yep, that'll be it.
Alright. It is scratched.
Don't worry, guys. I'm hitting it.
18 and...
So miss hit.
21 and 15.
All right. How about 13 and 11 for attacks?
Both of those miss.
Okay.
1 round.
Those both hit. How many layer actions does it have left? That one misses.
Should have 3 left. Alright.
2 hits. Bring them on.
The guns are now in range.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Shoot.
James, what was that damage? It didn't pop up for me.
19 and 16.
Got
Alright. Who else is... I assume you guys would have had time to move the other 2 cannons to the other side of the ship if you wanted to.
Okay, that's a
Mhm.
good plan. Can we just
Yep.
fire a full barrage at it?
Yep, the merchant's not going to be firing one. He's seen those cannons explode before.
Okay.
Well, he hasn't seen it personally, but he's heard about it.
Can you guys do me a favor and try not to aim at Kevin? Maybe the middle of the ship instead of the front where he's at.
They don't really have much of a choice.
Alright, well, worth an ask.
And what do we roll to shoot a cannon?
Alright, are any of you proficient in the cannon?
No. Flurry certainly isn't.
So it's just
Is
a
it a
dex
weapon
attack
or a
check.
tool?
It's a weapon.
Hold on, is it?
It's an
What
exotic
kind of
weapon.
weapon? Yeah, no.
Okay, well.
You've got to get above 16.
That's 2 hits.
Yeah. I doubt I didn't roll it right, but I doubt Flurry would do well. I'll roll it again just for fuck's sake. Just kidding. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, take the inspiration.
Alright. Anyone who gets a 16 or above rolls 46 force damage plus your dex modifier. These things crit on a 20 and they do times 4 damage.
Oh,
Hey,
Then they do times 2 in addition to that against objects, which the ship counts as.
hey
So
James.
that's times 8 damage on a 20.
it's only on a
James.
crit, extra damage.
Yep. The destructive's
So-
on everything,
Um,
though.
Double damage for everything. And then quad damage on a 20.
Okay.
Yeah, hey James, I need you to roll damage for me. I can't roll manual dice.
Alright. And I'll find your dex mod. Doesn't matter, you rolled above it.
Well,
I've got to get it
Yeah,
for the damage
Sorry,
anyway.
I did the wrong one there.
So that times 8 should be 96 damage.
Alright, so. Did anyone roll a 20?
Flurry
Yeah,
did.
I did.
Oh.
It would have been the 12 times 8, Sabo. So
Okay.
subtract 16 from that.
162.
So you hear howls from the mimic as your cannons blow straight through it. The ship is splintered in 3 points. The mimic is actually dead. It went from 95% hit points to negative 24.
Beautiful! And Kevin didn't die.
Sometimes things just
Kevin, when Kevin gets back onto the ship, I go, "Can you stop getting fucking eaten by things?"
But nobody died. Kevin says as
I'm
he's
gonna
like
finish
absolutely bloody.
on second thought, I'm gonna slap Kevin across the face with my tail.
Alright.
Please feel free to roll for damage.
Roll for damage.
Would that be bludgeoning damage then?
Cool, that'd be 0 damage from their strength mod.
You know what? After this harrowing adventure, why don't we just turn around and go fuck around with the ship that was on fire?
Whatever you say.
No.
I agree. You should do it.
uh, is there enough floating wood that we could remake our rowboat?
Well, there's enough floating wood that Sabo could remake the rowboat.
Yeah, I mean, I used we very, very incredibly loosely.
It was the royal we.
Yeah.
Well, while I want a rowboat, I do not want anybody to take the rowboat and keep going to places where it can get destroyed. So I'm not sure I'm going to be prioritizing remaking the rowboat.
I mean, we should probably have a rowboat, though.
Seems like a very targeted statement, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's because it was targeted.
And rightly so.
But it wasn't a ghost, and we proved that.
Yeah, but ironically, you almost became one.
How does Terrain feel about being on the ship right now?
Well, they haven't even gotten paid because you guys haven't gotten to a town yet. So it feels very dodgy thus far.
We haven't gotten damage yet, though.
No, it's literally been only Kevin both times. You guys didn't take a single point of damage in the dragon fight either. It was just Kevin.
He's gonna die, he knows it, I know it, we all know it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You have what you begin to expect he's going to die, he's not going to.
I mean,
You did just see me get eaten by a giant mimic, right?
And yet, there, still here you remain.
see, here's the damn problem. Is the first time he got eaten, he died, but now this time he didn't. So now it's going to be even more of a damn problem.
To be fair, the first time I wasn't even eaten.
I was really hoping that mimic would get a bite of the boat.
No.
No, it just critted the fuck out of Kevin.
It really tried to get a bite of Kevin, and Kevin just said no.
Alright. The last two negative encounters were minor ship damage. Fortunately, now you've got wood to repair it.
And how did the positive ones go?
Yep, so last 3 positive.
There was a lot of positive, and I don't think we received any.
There's been 3 so far, and then there is 3 to go.
What was the positive ones?
Sorry,
'Cause we
4 to
got
go. One of the 10s was hiding.
we got the orcs that we didn't know were orcs. We got the fire ship, and then the pillar, and then the mimic.
Alright, so it was 5. Ah, 3 minor ship damages. And 5 positives. Apparently, I went to the second positive before I went to the first. Alright. So you see a massive wave of sea fish. Not quite
What to
sure why
catch as
they're
many
called
as
sea fish, because you'd assume that fish were fish. But hey,
I want to catch as many as possible. Let's go get the nets.
It's because our DM is Australian, and you have to be really specific about animals around there.
so what's the method of attempting to catch some?
Well, we have our net dragging behind the ship, so we just need to pilot ourselves to.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Kevin has his own net too. Go, Kevin.
This
Yes,
is the
we have
first
the
lot
ship.
of fish that you guys have encountered in ages.
Did the electric eel experiments, because you never gave me any results on that. Can I channel them to shock these fish?
The experiment downtime for the electric eels isn't done yet.
Okay. Long time ago.
So I guess Nia is navigating. Kevin has his net, and then we have the net on the boat. Yeah.
Yep. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get 5d4 plus 3?
Go on, Kevin.
17.
Alright. 17 times 8 is...
136 fish.
Yep. 136 fish. That's from the main net?
Oh, the ooze feast tonight.
I want to keep one in a tank as a pet. The prettiest one. And I name it Ginger Jr. How many did Kevin catch?
For Kevin, I'm going to need... Fisher's tools.
He just can't use his net.
I do not see Fisher's tools in the tools list.
Sorry, I thought there was Fisher's tools.
We definitely had fisher's tools. Fishing supplies, it's called. Maybe.
Oh, some of the tools are missing. Alright, I'll remember to add that back. So Fisher's tools is Dex or Wisdom.
And then I'm assuming Sabo's tools would be +1, so that's a 22. Or if I'm
Alright.
using my net, that net's
22
+1 too.
is 1d4 plus 2. Times that by 8.
24.
Alright, 24 fish.
So you got 160 total.
Has Leuven left us the knowledge of how to make ooze bricks?
He left you the knowledge how to make those.
Okay, that's good. So I can keep making ooze bricks.
Yep. Each one costs a first level spell slot.
Okay, well, I have the time and the spell slots, I guess.
Alright. I'm calculating that out now. Alright, you each get 7,450 XP
Mimic or for ooze or for both?
for both.
Fish. Okay.
You said 7,450.
Yep.
What's the total amount of weeks we're rolling here?
10 weeks.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 2 levels can be done.
Next positive is a sail ship. It seems to be some sort of explorer vessel. It's about the same size as yours.
All right, let's.
7,000 how much?
Sorry, what was that?
7,000 how much?
7,450. Alright.
James, do you have a decision on the rogue things? Because it's happened. I'm level 7 rogue.
Yeah, so if the rogue one, you just get to pick, I believe it's any 6? Where was the number? Any any 8 proficiencies and increase them by. So any. You can make. It's basically 8 plus 1 set any proficiency up to a maximum of expertise.
And you removed the level 6 one?
No, this is in addition to the level 6 one.
So level 6 one stays and then you get 8. A lot of. A lot of other classes.
Oh no, the
6.
level 6 one was removed.
Well, then doesn't make much sense because. Well, okay. But all classes get 6 or 7 already. Paladins get 7. Yes, they can't choose.
So with the. Each one is weighted slightly differently. Proficiencies are weighted the highest. So they're the. Sorry, skill proficiencies, I should say, are weighted the highest. They're the most valuable. Then weapon, then armor, then DC, then tools.
Saves.
Where are saves on that?
Because you bundled saves in.
I think saves are equal to skills in terms of proficiency value.
Well, if they're the most valuable, everyone already gets at least one skill and 4 saves, which is 5, and Rogue gets 6 total.
Isn't it 8 total?
Yes, but 2 of them were a feature that you removed, which is now a missing feature, which hasn't been replaced.
Um, these positive encounters are like from week to week, right?
No, it's daily now.
Day to day.
Day to day. Okay, I would have healed Kevin. Okay.
And what number encounter was that mimic, James? Was that our third negative?
That should have been the 5th negative.
Got it. So I gotta wait till we get through a few more encounters before a long rest.
Are we silent for any reason, or
Say again?
why is everyone so fucking quiet?
I think James and Sabo are currently figuring out some of the rogue stuff right now. And I just finished leveling Kevin up to 7.
And I'm falling asleep. I was told Kevin, please heal Kevin. So I
Yeah,
did
that is
that.
true. Don't sleep though. Hey Kevin, can you tell me how much EXP takes to go to level 7?
If I remember correctly, it is 28,000, but let me double check. Yeah, 28,000.
Nia, did you hear how much XP I had left over going from 7 to 8?
Yeah. How much?
3-0.
Incredible. I need 7,000 more, I'm sorry, 4,000 more.
Alright, time to just indiscriminately murder, right?
I mean, if you're suggesting it,
No.
I know a kingdom of humans we can go.
Yeah. Gotta rescue
Yeah,
Kiesla
no.
at some point. Okay, man.
Alright, I'm not gonna have the rogue stuff sorted just yet.
Alright, let's hope I don't need it.
Well, good news for everyone is that Kevin now has 2 different auras going.
Oh,
Aura of protection, so the saving throws, if you're within 10 feet of me, get plus my proficiency.
okay.
And my subclass feature was also an aura.
I believe all
Alright,
paladin 7th level
close.
ones are auras.
Yes.
But that one's more of a my reaction based thing if someone gets attacked within 10 feet of me. So, James,
Yes.
are our negative encounters gonna suddenly be inspiration upgraded to higher tiers just so you can try to kill Kevin more?
No.
No, it won't be sudden.
One of our players did actually use an inspiration to, well, not an inspiration, an encounter modifier to upgrade one of your encounters. Actually,
Yes!
they used one to upgrade a negative and one to upgrade a positive.
Sweet.
So, do we progress on to meeting the ship?
Yep.
Yep. Alright.
Yes.
So, this ship. It's a marvelous
Kevin.
ship. It's rather well made. +3 quality. It's an explorer vessel. It has 4 watch posts with these what looks to be multi-crystalline structures that are designed for far viewing.
Kevin,
They've also
I
got
need you to
these
check if there's
rather
any way.
long-range ballistas.
Do we just situate Kevin at the front of our ship, just waving?
Probably. What were you saying to Kevin, Nia?
I need you to check if there's any of the winged people or the
Okay.
horny people.
Copy that. Checking for horny people. James, with a 16, what do I see on that ship?
Alright.
Wait, I would give him guidance. I would. A
Alright.
D4.
$19.
19. You see that there's 3 people ready in case you guys start a fight, but they just seem to be slightly alerted. They don't seem to be ready to actually start attacking at a moment's notice.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep waving as we get closer.
Alright. The ships start to pass each other. A couple of them are waving back at you.
Are we just like gonna pass by each other and move on? Or are we gonna try to make contact with them, or what's the plan?
We should talk to them. Maybe trade maps.
I'm gonna try to motion for them to come closer so we can like talk.
Alright, they drop an anchor.
All right, we'll slowly approach and drop ours.
Alright. They gesture for you to come to their ship.
Kevin
Okay.
will go first.
I'll follow Kevin.
Alright.
I'm gonna follow, but only when Kevin gives me the signal.
Right. I'll have to make sure there's no Azamar and Tieflings first, and then I'll give a thumbs up.
Does Nia still cause issues with Azamars and Tieflings?
They don't know.
Well, we start heading up to the other ship.
Kevin will
Actually,
lead the boarding party. And
Alright. You guys make it to their ship. You're greeted by a human.
hello.
Hello, where are you all from?
Approximately how many weeks into this are we?
This would be about the 6.5 week mark.
Well, we were last at a port about 6.5 weeks that way.
I see. So there's humans out that way. Actually, none of you
Yeah.
are humans, are you? So there's people out that
not
way.
a single terrain. Isn't terrain human? That's it.
Oh, there are some humans that way.
Isn't it like 90% humans in like most of the last couple of towns we were in?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's like mostly human civilizations that we've traveled through.
I
What about
see.
you? Where are you from?
There's a few questions that I have to ask you first before I can answer that. If that's okay with you all.
Okay.
Alright, what is the nature of the civilizations out where you have come from?
Well, one of them really sucks. The other one was okay.
There
Yeah,
is this uh trading town that deals in wood, and a little further on there is this nation that is completely batshit crazy.
yeah, that kind of sums it up.
They
I
have
see.
guns and they are not shy of
Guns, what are
murdering
those?
anyone they small cannons.
Handheld cannons.
What are cannons?
We point to one on our ship.
Is that some sort of magic projection device?
It's not magic, but it shoots a heavy ball of steel. It fires a heavy ball of steel. Yeah.
It uses explosions to push the steel.
Like
Sabo
a
and Kevin
ballista?
go,
Or
well,
catapult?
actually, and they start explaining gunpowder.
Yes, like a ballista.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It makes shit go
Is this
boom.
common technology from where you're from?
Well, the places we've been around have had it. Quite a few of these places, but we don't know how common it is. We're quite new in general. You know, the world's shifting and all.
Yes. Thank you.
So anyway, the batshit crazy people. Uh, if you go there,
Um,
make sure you don't go to
when
Castle
Greystone.
Greystone because that's just filled with murderers.
Understood.
If you've ever killed anyone, you get stuck there.
yeah, it's a curse.
Well, my name's Phallic.
Is it?
Mr. Fowler.
Flurry raises an eyebrow.
Absolutely.
You poor desperate bastard. I'm Neil.
I'm Samo.
I'm Kevin.
Hi, I'm Flurry.
You seem amused.
Yep, that's just how I move through life.
Your name sounds like the word in a language we know that stands in for something that is the shape of a dick.
Strange,
Languages.
but okay.
How do
As
you
for
spell
where I'm
that?
from, I'm not allowed to tell you. From the
That's
sound,
right.
from the sounds of it, you have been involved with or come into contact with a warring society. Until I can guarantee that you are not a threat, I cannot inform you of where we are from.
Oh, how do we prove to you that we're not a threat?
Well, that's not necessarily going to be easy to do.
Well, isn't us being open with you about where we've been a good start?
It's certainly a start.
It
Would
helps.
it
I'm 4
help?
years old.
And I am aware that this is rather unfair. But I have the lives of several thousands, if not more, riding on my judgment. First contact with a new civilization is important.
Are they racist?
I mean, to be 100% totally fair, we come from a small island. and there was just the four of
Yeah.
us. So
Just the four of you. What about your parents?
Lori. Lori.
well, we just kind of found each other, you know? I don't know.
So, where
Orphans?
are you from before then?
I don't remember.
I was from an ancient civilization called Brazil, but it's been long since destroyed, I hear.
Abu just has his head in his hands.
Why are you covered head to toe?
I thought it was gonna make me look scary, but I didn't, and now I just look like a creep.
Can you
But
reveal
I
your
invest a lot
face
of
to
time.
us?
James, what time is it?
At 4 p.m.?
Perhaps once we trust you enough.
Is there a reason that you would hide your face while your companions reveal it?
Honestly, I wonder why they reveal it. You know, I will tell you is that I have faced a lot of unwarranted racism, very violent kind. So I'm just
So you're all orphans from an island.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much sums it up.
How did you end up on the island?
Mm.
on
You all just woke up there?
the ship.
Yeah, none
Yeah,
of us seem to like remember much from before the island.
I see. They look to you, Kevin. You seem to be the oldest among them. Were you there first?
No, we all showed up pretty much at the same time.
They look slightly confused.
I know, we're confused too. But I don't know. Stuff's been weird, right?
So you
Everything
just woke up
shifted.
without any... How
memories.
old were
Yeah,
you? Well, I guess you wouldn't really know how old you were. How long ago was
Right.
this?
It's like
2 years.
4-ish years ago now.
What calendar system?
What's the common calendar system that we've been tracking time by? Was it the Celestial calendar?
About 1,200 days.
1,200 days. I thought you woke up there as children.
Oh,
Oh no. Like this.
No.
yeah. And it's been a tough time since. Really tough.
Thank you for indulging my questions.
Yeah, so what can you share with us now? You can't tell us where you're from, but you know, anything else?
We are an
Places to
exploratory
go, but
vessel.
any safe places for us to go that aren't full of racists?
Got any maps or anything you're willing to share? Since you're explorers.
Well, our maps contain locations that we do not wish to share with you at this stage. But, do you have maps?
None that we wish to share with you at this stage.
Very well, there was a location that I was willing to point out on yours.
I'll just look at Sabo.
Abu still has his head in his hands. Can you please stop making... Ah! We have nothing to hide. You can see our maps. There's not much on it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's actually really fair. I was mostly just being kind of a little shit. Sorry.
Very well.
It's funny that she's the tallest one of us all.
These are poor. Do you show them the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
These are poorly constructed maps.
Well,
We
we don't have an expert cartographer with us here. Sorry.
I see.
We woke up in the middle of an island with no one, and then we had to build a ship and leave. What did you expect?
You all woke up together?
Pretty much.
I like to think of them as my siblings.
Yeah, we're gonna
Tell
argue
me,
about who's the eldest.
were you wearing a form of matching clothing?
Right, well, at this point, I look at Florian and at Nia. You are not supposed to tell people we're Celestials. Why would you tell them we woke up on an island again?
Are you
Celestials!
looking at me?
Marvelous!
Oh, at least someone's happy to see us.
People aren't happy to see you.
Somehow.
Celestials
Oh,
saved
Spain.
our nation. We were going to be destroyed if it wasn't for you lot.
Oh, wow, it's not the feedback we've heard before.
Not the feedback you've heard before. Stop pulling my leg. Right. You want to see our maps?
Yes, please.
He gets close and takes a look close in your eyes. You really are Celestials. Huh.
What's so strange about that?
Just... I've only seen them in a parade.
Those Celestials are welcome in
Can,
your
can
nation?
can you tell us where you're from now?
Oh god, how did I pronounce that nation? Cardite, I believe is the best way to say it. We used to be based at the bottom of the largest volcano in the world.
Hardcore.
Yes. Unfortunately, a group of spellcasters tried to set the thing off. The Celestial saved our
Assholes.
lives. Then, since the shifting, we've no longer been based there. We started exploring about a year ago. This is actually one of the largest ships in the fleet.
Nice, nice.
I'm Thalakila.
Nice
It
to
is an
meet you,
honor to
Val.
meet you all.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Do you got any extras of the nicer maps laying around?
We do not have spares, and our maps.
Oh.
Oh. Y'all Celestials. Wow, so when you arrived here, you built a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
we
very
built the
impressive.
ship. Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair, mostly Sabo and Kevin got the materials while I got food and Flurry helped.
I was there. This is a really nice ship for, I assume the volcano wasn't surrounded by water.
Well, we had a small fleet. Where our people are quite accustomed to building ships.
It's a very nice boat.
Thank you. You know what? We're going to turn our ship around and we're going to take you into port ourselves.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
It's very nice of you.
You're Celestials, it's the least we can do.
I'm gonna go over to Sabo. Sabo Mute walks up to you.
Hmm?
And she hugs you.
Okay.
See, we can be nice to people sometimes without their stabbing us.
Yeah, that's definitely a change.
How far away are we?
Oh. Bit less than a month away. Probably 7-8 days.
How long have you been exploring?
Well, we've been exploring as far south as Marloon and as far north as Sarstone.
Do any of those names ring a bell?
Nope. This is about as far north as we've been.
Cool. Well, good luck with the. What was the names of the port cities that we were at that were connected to Greystone?
Most of them didn't have names. They're usually named after whatever elder is in charge of a region.
Okay.
One of them did, though. I believe it was Port Rust.
That sounds right.
As long as everybody else is okay with us getting escorted to wherever these guys are based, Flurry's cool with that.
Alright.
Sounds fine to me, yes.
So the ship travels carefully for the next 8 days and pulls into a ship construction port.
I just say to Sava when we were like alone again that I was purposely trying to be really vague about where we were coming from to not be like, yeah, we're Celestials, but it was just like people lose their memories and stuff. That happens.
Yeah, but it's not like 4 people lose their memories at the same point on a random island. That's basically how everybody else figured out we're Celestials when we told them this story.
Magic's weird. Shit happens.
Apparently, it's not weird since this is the second group of people or third group of people who's figured out we're Celestials just from me telling this story, just from you telling this story. From us telling the story. Whoever told the story previous times, I don't remember, doesn't matter. We just like we are from wherever, a town. Doesn't matter. Not from that island anymore. Because that's just seems like anybody who knows what a celestial is, to them arriving on an island with no memories and age is means we're celestials.
All right, Nia, we're gonna create backstories for ourselves, just like our D&D campaign.
I've prepared my whole life for this.
Anyway, sorry, James. We pull into this shipbuilding port.
Yep. Looks like the small town here only exists for the purposes of ship construction. The guy wants to take you straight to the mayor.
It seems reasonable.
Larry sends a message to Nia, and it's just like, I wonder if they're gonna want to keep us here.
Maria replies with, keep an eye out and keep a weapon in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You're brought in to see this warrior. Oh no, never mind, that's been replaced. Alright. So you're brought in to see this rather sketchy looking individual. They appear to be working in some sort of laboratory.
Just a minute.
Sorry, what was that?
Are you going to be sending a Mitch?
Yep. My name is Mapoxy Healer.
Hello.
I hear you're Celestials.
Hello.
Yes, indeed we are.
It is an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
We are honored as well.
That is great to hear. You are explorers?
Mia extends a hand before they say anything else.
The person shakes your hand. They too are wrapped from head to toe.
Wait. Yes, we are.
Is there a reason for this, or just a choice?
We have not had much luck with any particular case thus far.
People have a bad tendency to try to stab that one.
Yes. Without warning nor reason.
I see. Can you all come with me?
How about yourself?
Sure.
He walks over to a
okay.
bookshelf, pulls a book, and a spiral staircase appears.
Yeah, sure.
He then takes you down into some sort of dark laboratory.
Cool.
This kind of looks like a supervillain's laboratory.
Badass, I want one.
Welcome to my private laboratory.
Thank you. And what sort of things is it for?
I specialize into augmentations. Potion craft, you might call it. I make people better, stronger, faster.
That sounds cool.
I would like to do this to you all. You are Celestials after all.
So what does that process entail?
Well, would one of you like to volunteer for me to be the tutorial? I will not be putting any injections into you. I'll just be walking everyone through the process, showing them, using you as the demonstration.
Sure.
Alright. He goes over to a lever and
So-
locks it in place so that no fluids will transfer. He then goes over. Right, so first you would come over here, you would sit down in this chair. We would bolt your legs in place. These are just clamps. So your legs would be unable to move. Then we'll do the same with your thigh, your chest, and your arms. From there, we would shave back the flesh on the tips of your fingers. We would place a needle into each part of it. And we'd do the same with your toes. From then, From there, we would use this, and he pulls out this oil-looking fluid. It's like an orangey, yellowy green. A bit like a lava lamp.
And what's that do?
This is what we call a primer. It makes your body susceptible to the augmentation. Now, there is a chance for a fatality in the process. Rather low. I'm probably one of the best in our entire nation at this. And considering you're Celestials, the worst thing that would happen is you'd just come right back, and the process could be completed. So once the primer has been infused into you, the primer will remain in you permanently. Well, until you Celestial regenerate. You still call it that, do you not?
I do now.
When you call it... Sorry, when this occurs, the primer is ejected from your body. While the primer is within your body, I can use these. And he shows you these crystals in jars. These are crystallized essence from several tomes that I have. It allows us to augment your abilities.
And that would be basically a permanent augmentation until we die.
Well, more or less, yes. You can even have multiple treatments of the same kind.
Actually, question. What are the prerequisites for this treatment and what are its costs?
Well, prerequisites is you've just got to be a living creature, really. Any living creature could partake in this process. The cost is there is a very tiny chance that you will perish in the process. But you're Celestial, so you'll come right back.
So this is exclusive to living creatures?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
We came once into contact with an undead.
From my experimentations, this will not work with undead. The body must
What
be
sort of
alive to adapt to this process.
What sort of augmentations are there? Is it physical, mental?
Yes.
As in both?
Yes. We have physical options, mental options, ability options.
Oh, this looks very advanced.
Yes. Some of our finest warriors partake in this process. Though, as Celestials, of course, you get to skip any form of trials that we would normally put people through before they even get to the option to go through this.
I gotta be honest, I'm not very comfortable with being given so much credit just for falling out of the sky onto an island. I would feel much better earning something.
Very well. I don't mean to dishonor you or to disrespect you.
No, you didn't. Just that I
No, it just I guess it seems like it's a unearned honor that you are bestowing upon us.
It might be unearned by you directly, but it is more than earned by those who came before you. Your kin.
You know, I never did ask. What were the names of the Celestials that saved you, like, the, the city? Nation?
Well, they are as follows. The Master of Poison, Shiro. The Mistress of Life, Ash. The Lady in White, Alice. The Lady of Potions, Morgana. The Master of Coin, Remus. And the Master of Death, Narcus.
They sound cool as hell. What's the process to usually earn this?
Well, usually you've got to have at least 5 years of experience in our military, serving in any of our roles. Then you must usually be of at least the rank of captain. You'll notice how some of us share last names. Some nations, your last name is determined by your family. That is not the case here. It is determined by your role when you serve in our military. Those who do not possess last names have never served. I am a healer. I am a master of body, soul, and spirit. Healers are our leadership. One who has mastered their body, soul, and spirit are the ones capable of leading and enlightening others.
That makes sense to me.
The other titles are warrior, magus, killer, mechanus, hero, and villain. Sorry, it's technically hero and vile. Each role serves a different purpose in our society.
Mhm, mhm.
But I was answering your question on how does one earn it. So you've got to be titled. You've got to be a title of expectation, so a valuable title. Soldier is less valuable than healer, but there are far fewer healers than anything else. Does this answer your
Did it?
questions?
Mhm.
You've usually also got to be recommended by a mayor, a lord. Right, you might have experience with other nations' nobility systems. So in this nation, you were assigned it based on merit. You do not necessarily get to choose if you are going to become a lord. You are assigned it if you, well, deserve it. Your domain might
Understandable.
be a ship, a region, land, a house, a manor, an entire state. I hope that was helpful.
Sounds like a Yeah, that sounds like a very good system. So what does the your nation uh, mm, you have a big military system. Does your nation war often? The, is it just for defense?
It's mostly just for defensive purposes. If you were asking about what a nation's focus is in,
Yeah.
it's an experimentation.
Oh, I love experimentation myself.
Do you?
Well, sort of. I've had to get quite creative since we were stranded on the island.
I see. So are you the leader of this, or is another?
We don't really have a leader.
We all just kind of work together.
Having a strict hierarchy with your leader before didn't sound very connected to success. It is ultimately the case that we relied on many of our different talents to survive and come this far.
I see.
Yeah, like I'm the guy that gets stabbed, so they don't have to.
So are any of you interested in partaking in this? I am aware that you have mentioned that you do not like being rewarded based on the actions of the others, but it is an option available to each of you. We will not force you, of course. You are not people of our nation, though we do respect you all.
I mean, I'm kind of interested.
Kinda.
They said they could make me stronger.
I could feel you literally shaking with excitement like a puppy.
Well, yeah.
So, if I like cast a spell on someone before they go through the whole experiment, is that gonna ruin it? Or the process, sorry.
Well, it won't ruin it, but we already place magics upon people.
I was thinking something along the lines of Death Word.
Death Ward has little effect on this, so it's not damage to the body that actually causes people to perish. It's the strain on their system.
So you're saying Death Word's kinda not useful?
Well, yes, it is, but it's already one of the protections that are put in place.
Okay.
Well,
Sounds like
if Kevin wants to try, I would love to at least observe for now. And then maybe I'll share one of my inventions with you for this, if I if I decide to partake.
Is a slight
What was that, Nia?
there is a slight problem.
What is that problem?
Can I assume you will be silent about anything revealed to you today?
Within reason, of course.
Right. I have recently been forced to become undead.
And you wish to be laid to rest. I see. We can do
No.
this.
I do not. Not at all.
Do the rest of you wish for them to be laid to rest?
Nope.
No.
But they are undead. Your friend is gone.
That's not true.
My soul is intact, thank you very much.
No, your soul is dead.
We had the help of an expert for the procedure. It was necessary to escape a curse. I am still working on a solution to reverse the effects.
Do you worship a god?
Do not know any gods.
So you're not going to partake in an afterlife regardless, then? That does make this quite difficult for you.
I will heal myself in time.
Master I trained under specialized in restoring the undead.
Oh? Restoring them to life?
Yes.
Would be something I would like to learn about.
He goes over, grabs a book. He then goes over to a table and starts writing down some information.
Right.
And hands it to you. You might be able to find them here. You should head there with
Thank you.
all hurry that you can.
Why is that?
Bit by bit, your soul is dying.
I see. I will do that then. This was not a situation I desired, but there was a curse of, I believe, 17th circle laid upon a place.
Cursed by gods.
So I stumbled upon there without knowing because I did not know better as a celestial. And I was caught in it. It only affected living beings, and thus my choice would
What
be
form
to
of
be
undead
trapped
are
there
you?
forever.
Lichdom?
No,
A white?
no,
Zombie?
no, I am a special kind of vampire that keeps soul.
Blood feeder?
I learned that vampires usually lose their souls to be replaced with a curse, but that was not the case with me. Like I said, I have an expert in my companionship at the moment.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I hear that vampires usually lose their souls to be replaced with the curse, but that was not the case with me. Like I previously mentioned, I had an expert in undeath by my side at the time.
I see.
He ensured that I would keep my soul for the procedure in hopes that I would be able to reverse the situation later.
Binding your soul to the necrotic energies. That is complex
Yes, it was-
magic.
Yes,
And evil magic.
it was a better alternative than to be trapped in that curse forever for the rest of time.
Maybe so.
Not even death was an escape in that place.
I'll trust your judgments because you're Celestials, but I hope you are able to save your soul before it is too late.
As do I. I also thank you for offering me information that I did not have. I knew there were dangers to my soul, but I did not know the scope.
So, Kevin, you spoke of wishing to take part.
Yep.
Alright. He takes you to a changing room so that you can change out of your armor.
Kevin will reluctantly do that if it's necessary for the procedure.
Can I talk to him while Kevin is changing?
Yep.
That's a little weird.
He's an expert in bodies, right?
Yes.
Can he tell me what race I am? If I, reveal myself to him?
He can certainly take a look.
Alright, I'm gonna take off my outer layer of clothes to reveal my wings, tails, horn.
Okay, 69. You appear to be some kind of tribrid.
A hybrid between three things?
Yes. Asimon
Huh.
demons and devils.
Oh,
Truly a thing to be feared.
is
Oh
that why?
my.
Is that why Asimars and tieflings keep trying to kill me?
Well, I cannot say if that is why, but I know that they have some sort of innate conflict between them.
Yeah, I didn't even talk to them. They just saw me and instantly became violent. Immediately upon sight. It was very disconcerting. I will also say that before my change in circumstances, my undeath, I suppose, was quite insane. Not that it was clear to me at the time, but in hindsight, that have
Insanity
anything to do with
conflict.
that, perhaps?
Quite possibly. If it changed when you became an undead, then there could be some sort of neutralization in the process that made you undead. Though that also
Yes,
means that
the
if you return
moment
to life, the insanity will return.
that is unfortunate. Do you believe perhaps there's a way to get around that?
Maybe you'll need to speak to some experts about it.
Could you recommend me any? I would not like to return to that state of
I'm
mind,
not familiar
though I
with
would like to be alive
experts when it
again.
comes to demons, devils, and ASMR, but maybe my mentor knows some. When you meet him, ask.
I shall do that. It was quite the detriment to my state of survival, I should say. It is like my body hated itself.
Yep. You take Kevin back to the main room now.
Alright, fellas, I now have a way to get rid of it.
So they've got this special machine that they basically place over each of your fingertips.
Yep.
There's a slight buzz as it shaves off about 2 millimeters from the tip.
Yep.
And then there is incredible pain as a 3-inch long needle goes straight through your finger. Well, straight
Flurry,
up your finger, I should say.
Flurry is watching this in abject horror.
After Kevin's like incredible amounts of trauma, this is fine.
You then see the lava lamp-like fixture begin to bubble and boil. Alright, now that that is preparing, it's time for me to begin casting the magic. I ask that any spellcasters here refrain from dispelling or counterspelling.
Mhm.
He then begins layering the 16 spells.
Is bless one of the spells that he's layered?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't need to hit that on myself.
Okay, currently you've got plus 10 plus 1d10 to one of your rolls. Well, to the con save I'm going to need you to make.
Plus 1d10 or plus 10 or both?
Both.
Plus 10 and plus 1d10?
Yes.
Okay. Con save?
Yep, you've also got advantage on the saving throw.
Can I sing "Staying Alive" in
Bardic
inspire
Inspiration?
Kevin too? And
That is a buff that they do not have, so yes.
plus a D6.
All right, so that would be 31 plus d10 plus d6.
Yep.
Be 39.
Would you like to plus 5?
I do not have any inspirations left.
Yes.
Alright, you succeed.
44.
Alright, the primer is injected. You feel something weird around all of your bones. It's kind of like all of your nerves are coated in an oil.
Well, that's different.
Alright. Now we get to pick the enhancement.
Ooh, what do we got?
Well, there's several categories. He starts taking down jars. We've got things that'll make you better with swords, nets, sorry, not guns. What are those things called? Bows? Crossbows? Axes? We've got things that'll make you jump quicker, jump stronger, move faster, be stronger overall, be smarter, think quicker, think more agilely. Perceive things on a level above all others.
That's tricky. I'm thinking one of the stronger ones. But do I want to be like jump stronger, or do I want to just be stronger overall? Yeah, stronger overall.
Alright. So you've chosen a primary. Now you need to choose a secondary.
Same list.
Yep.
And James, I'm assuming these equate to plus strength, plus con, plus dex, and whatnot.
I
Is
will
that
not be
not
answering
something?
that.
Okay. Can you list the non be better with weapons ones again?
Be faster, think more agilely. Be more knowledgeable in certain fields, be able to focus better. Be able to calculate and perceive. Be more flexible. Be more soft-footed. Be more hardy. More intelligent.
That one. More hardy. That one.
Alright.
Come on, the guy in what is it? Half chain plate, whatever.
Yeah.
You're not
Steel
gonna be.
chain plate.
You're,
Stronger and more hardy. Gimme.
no, you're not gonna pick the soft-footed one.
No.
That's weird.
Alright.
Got like a negative 40 to stealth checks or something stupid.
You then see him connect some jars. And it's like vapor starts coming out of the jars that are connected to this machine. The vapor is then being stringed along several tubes and mixed in with this liquid, and then is slowly being pulsed into your hands and feet. It's a painful process. But before you know it, it is over. You chose strength and con, didn't you?
Yeah.
Alright, you get +1 to strength and +1 to con.
A 22 for both. Let's go. What should I call the effect? Just like augmentation?
It is an alchemical bonus.
Which means my hit points suddenly jump up again.
Do any of you others wish to take part?
I will politely decline. If that looks like something that I'm too delicate for. But thank you so much for the offer.
This isn't going to be another thing that just Kevin gets, right? Please, literally anyone else volunteer.
I would, but I don't really know if I would make the con save.
Sabo, Flurry, I will +5 years.
Just so that Kevin isn't the only one getting the buff here.
Yes.
You gonna do it, Saba? Oh my god.
What
I knew
buff
there was
did you?
gonna +1 to strength and +1 to con. So I'm sitting at
Cool.
22 for both of them.
If Kevin sits there and insists in my ear that you should do it, you should do it, you should do it, fine.
Look at how much stronger I am now.
Hey, Tim,
Yes?
is there anything he can do for me?
You're an undead.
Yeah. Any recommendations? Anything?
His recommendation is don't be undead.
Well, yeah, but I'm already gonna do.
In theory, if you were to eat a creature with one of these bonuses to death, you would gain the bonus temporarily.
Neo, please don't eat me to death.
Say that again. Say that again, please.
Me or
If you were
James?
if you were to suck all of the blood out of Kevin, you would get +1 strength and +1 con temporarily.
Then he'd die.
Yes.
Yes.
I like Kevin.
He isn't telling you to do that. In fact, he is opposed to you doing that. It is just a fun fact that he figured he should mention. It's his
Oh,
working
that is a
theory.
fun fact.
All right. Flurry goes.
I have a question.
"Mm,
Does that mean if I drank Flurry like a Slurpee, it get temporarily worse at playing the recorder?
Baby, you wish. Promises, promises. So, Kevin, on the scale of like 1 to getting eaten by a demon spider, like, how bad was that?
One to demon spider. Hmm. Where do I put this on that scale? Probably ogres.
We mostly all survived that.
But like the first couple rounds of ogres, not the last one.
Okay. Sabo, did you wanna do this? Okay, I guess I'll go next.
Okay, you're the last person that he'll be able to do today. But if Sabo decides it, he can do them tomorrow.
Kinky.
So he starts shaving your fingers off.
But yeah, Kevin, this sucks.
Kevin's gonna stand within 10 feet of Flurry to give the +2 to savings.
Maybe.
He is
This
then
is
going to place the needles into your fingers
this
and
is gonna
strap
be
you
when
into the
Flurry
chair.
dies.
Nothing going on really for me.
Sorry, what was that,
What?
Sabo?
No, that's okay.
He activates the primer. Now that that's boiling, he is going to start casting the spells. It'd be hilarious if he just forgot to do that.
Would it?
For me.
Through the pain, Flurry sings, ha, uh, uh, staying alive.
Alright.
Nia briefly reconsiders her no killing thing.
Roll a con save, then roll 1d10 plus 10.
Motherfucker.
16 plus... That becomes 26 plus 1d10. 4, that's
And
30,
then-
35.
And then here I get my plus my d6.
Yep, for your bardic inspiration.
That's 40.
That's 40.
You live! As you
Oh,
feel
actually,
your...
that's 42. Because Kevin was right there.
As you feel your bones and nervous system coated in a fluid.
Kevin, you really fucking undersold this, you bitch!
Which 2 augmentations would you like?
Um, I'd like to perceive better. Yeah.
I heard something
was
about
one
a
of them.
recorder.
No, I'm good with that. My- yeah.
So
You don't have to
primary
list it all again.
as perception.
Yeah, and then whatever the one that sounds the most like charisma is.
All right. So you feel the primer go through your body, and then he starts lighting up some crystals, and the fumes are condensed and projected into your body. You gain +2 perception and +1 charisma. Now you're the craftsman, so if you're going through this, I assume you want some sort of bonus to some tools. Well, some specialty and some tools.
I guess so.
Alright, which tools are your favorite?
Well, the Tinker's tools are always a go-to.
Alright. And what would you like for your secondary?
Mm. I suppose intelligence would be nice.
Very well. He shaves your fingers back a couple millimeters. And your toes.
But before we go,
Alright.
I haven't been able to level up, James.
Would you like to leave this for the start of next session?
Probably.
Alright. Then we can end the session there, because I've got something I've got to go start getting ready for in a few minutes anyway. It is slightly early. About 20 minutes early.
But also, like, I'm just looking at the rolls that Flurry and Kevin made. I might have missed the enchantments that were being put on. I'm not
Yeah,
sure where the bonus is coming from.
so the caster gave a +10 and a D10.
Yeah.
The D6 was Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
And then there was a +2 from Kevin's aura for standing right there.
And then
Yeah, but
James gave me a +5, so that Kevin wouldn't
I
be
was
the
giving
only one who
both
went through.
Flurry and Sabo a +5.
okay,
So
For
that,
inspiration.
so that
I'll
Kevin
take
wasn't
the
the only one.
But the other question is like Flurry has a +9 in the D20 roll, and Kevin has a plus.
Yeah, because
So
I'm an
it's Yin in the
expert
D20.
in con saves.
But your proficiency is only 2, not 4.
I just changed it on the like in the saving throws thing. So
It's
if
adding
that's
the
wrong,
stat. It's adding the stat twice for some reason.
I just was doing everything. I don't touch anything manually if unless I have to. I just change it on the sheet. So
Great, I'm gonna have to figure out why that's broken.
I think mine is actually correct.
That's not good.
Is it?
Yeah, so the 5 was my con mod, the 4 was expertise, and the other 4 is saving throw bonuses that I have through various effects. So mine should be actually correct. I have insane con save modifiers. It's part of why I go first.
Alright, I'll be looking at figuring that out. Feel free
And
to move
but
up.
Kevin did not score 40.
Kevin did not score 40. I believe he got 40
Yeah,
exactly, but the DC was 38 anyway.
Ah, okay. Somebody said 40. No, it's 39. 21, 8, and 10.
And then we plus 5'd it to 44.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll contemplate, and obviously I'm gonna need.
Also, just Kevin will probably be here next week. I certainly will not. And then the week after that, James, you're gonna be gone, right?